Hey everyone! So I just filmed a wet styling video that you will see in a few days. Before that, I wanted to go over my most critical advice that I give everyone, which is actually the simplest and involves these two fingers. It's what I call the ponytail rule. It goes through everything styling from shampoo, conditioner to your styling products. It's just a good mindset to have to know how much product that you're using and that it's used in the right way. So, my ponytail rule is any product can be explained when people ask how much do I use, like, is this too much? Or they're coming back 3 weeks later like, I went through all my shampoo. Well, Karen, even if you're shampooing your hair every day, that should not be possible. So this is where this rule kind of comes in hand, and it's just a really easy guide for you to follow with to make you more mindful of everyday styling. So with that being said, my ponytail rule is you are using these two fingers to mark your ponytail. So right now, if I marked my ponytail, I fit about right there. So what this tells me, I make just a little mental circle on my hand. Let's see if I can. Looks about right. So there's my circle. That's the density of my ponytail. So starting with products like shampoos. Most shampoos nowadays are formulated as sulfate free, which is a huge one. Anything that does have sulfates, you need to email me directly. Two, it just contains so much water. So you're using much more product than necessary. Most sulfate-free shampoos are designed that you use the water from your shower to emulsify the hair versus the water they put in the bottle. Typically, if you wash your hair every day or every other day, I say just your normal ponytail, one circle of that is gonna be enough to clean your hair. If you can't measure your ponytail, I'm gonna say that you need a quarter size. It's pretty normal. If your hair is longer than your pits, then I say do 1.5. If you're like me and only wash your hair, I don't even want to say. Typically what I'll do is use a circle first and then rinse about 50% of that out, and then use half a circle. That way I make sure I know I'm getting my hair clean and where it needs to be. For conditioners, again, if you can't measure your ponytail, then about a nickel size will do. If you do measure your ponytail, one circle is good. And if your hair's longer than your pits, do 1.5. When it comes to styling products, anything that's going to be a pump base is going to be 2 to 3 sprays max. If you're heat styling, if you're air drying, then I always say double that. That goes for any sort of base spray, any sort of oil. Obviously, you want to be a little bit more careful with the oil, especially with finer hair. Start small and you can always build. Okay, for foams or mousses, you want to double this circle. At least start for 1.5 circles. If you're using a cream-based product, you want to start with half of the circle. If you're heat styling, half the circle. If you're air styling, then it would be a full circle, but I want you to build off that. So I want you to start with half, see how it works in, see where you need a little bit more fluid movement, and then add that half in. Of course, this is the perfect time to play around with that rule because we're all shut down in this. So that's a really simple rule that you can kind of gauge all of your hairstyling off of. I know it seems a little too easy. You'll be amazed at how mindful it makes you on just the products that you're using and how much you're using. So again, taking these two fingers, measuring your ponytail, taking that amount, and making a visual in your hand that that's what you should be using. Hey It's like, I've been away from tech for too long. There we go! Hokey bird. So if you feel like you had any aha moments, liked anything, learned anything, definitely give me a thumbs up. Comment below what really stroked you? Ew. What really tickled your fancy? If you didn't like this video or didn't find it useful, you can go F yourself. No, just kidding. Hit me with the thumbs down, angry face, whatever, and then leave in the comments what was wrong, and we'll go from there. Awesome. Thanks everybody for listening and watching, and have a great day.